We'd finally made it home to Paris, only to find a place we hardly recognized. It was obvious Le Paradox was now in control, since his face covered the city like a bad rash. The only positive was that Bentley was able to dig up a lot of dirt, including the fact that Le Paradox was from a family of thieves himself. And then we made a major discovery. I knew that my dad's heist of the world's largest diamond had made him a legendary thief, but what I never knew was that Le Paradox's father had planned to steal it first, and frame my dad for the crime. Only he was a little too slow, and got himself caught instead. With his father gone, Le Paradox had no one to teach him the family business, and after a string of failed jobs, he wound up in prison too. It was here, ironically, that he finally got his criminal education. After his release, Le Paradox maintained the appearance of a law-abiding citizen. In reality, he used his prison contacts to form his own syndicate and began masterminding heists worldwide. These days, he traveled the globe as a billionaire art collector, while his real business was the trafficking of priceless stolen treasures. Clearly, he blamed the Coopers for his family's past misfortunes, and his plan was to wipe us out completely. I had to find a way to stop it, but first, I had to rescue Carmelita.
All right, we all know this is our last shot at stopping Le Paradox and rescuing Carmelita. Currently, his blimp is docked outside the museum. I can't pinpoint Carmelita's exact position, but I believe she's being held somewhere near the loading bay. Sly, there appears to be a utility hatch on the blimp's underside that will get you inside. You can use one of the mooring lines to reach it. Once you're in, try to gather as much information as you can. But remember, we'll be right behind you, so don't do anything rash. Murray, I need you to get the van ready. We're gonna need backup for this one. So first, you and I are going on a little recruiting trip. Then we'll rendezvous with Sly inside the blimp and figure out our next move. Okay, I realize it's not the most elaborate plan, but it's the best we've got. So everybody watch your backs and let's go take that skunk down once and for all.
Okay, Bentley, I'm in. I can see Carmelita.
Just hold on, Sly. We're almost there. You know it's a setup.
I know, pal, but I don't have a choice. Just get here as fast as you can. Carmelita!
Sly! No! Ah! Oh.
Two rats in one trap! I knew you could not resist, Cooper. You are so predictable.
Oh yeah? Well, how's this for a prediction? I'm gonna kick that stripe right off your tail.
Yes, yes, and now come the big threats from the little man. As I said, predictable.
Let us out! You afraid of a fair fight, coward?
No, I don't think so. I have something special planned for you two. It is, how do you say, a going-away party.
Okay, listen up. You all know why you're here. We have to find your canes and get you back where you belong now. If we don't, we'll never be able to repair the damage Le Paradox has done.
What about Sly?
He's on his own for now, Murray, but I'm sure he'll be fine. It's Sly. Ryuichi, you're up first. My readings show your cane is somewhere in this room.
I can sense it too, Bentley-son.
Attention pitches. Immediate preparation. And attention crew. Keep your beady little eyes open. We can't afford any screw-ups.
If the problem has a solution, then worrying is pointless.
Red Troopers at 12 o'clock.
This is Leonardo. Authorize this order first. We will be having a celebration party. Attendance is mandatory.
to keep moving! There's Bob's cave. Looks like this one is all you, Ryuichi.
It is my pleasure, my most hairy ancestor.
Keep moving, Ryuichi! Great! Wait, Ryuichi, I'm picking up an energy field shift, centered on you!
Yes, I sense it is my time to go. It has been an honor meeting all of you. Sayonara.
It's working! The temporal abnormality is correcting itself! Bob, we need you to get Salim's cave.
Why do you persist in playing a game which you have already lost? You'll never win this paradox! I've already won! This is just a proxy! Your determination is impressive, but ultimately pointless in comparison.
What can we do, Bentley?
We can help the ancestors get their caves, Murray, as fast as we can! Don't slow down, Bob!
All systems stable.
God! Bring this blip of the Gilbert gang!
Power output at 180%. Core temperature is stable. Synchronizing temporal matrix. Electromagnetic stabilizers engaged. Dimensional capacitor calibrated. Rerouting power to bridge.
Outstanding, Bob! Looks like you're heading home now. Watch out for those penguins! This is going well, but we're not out of the woods yet.
Terminate them!
Synchronizing temporal matrix. Electromagnetic stabilizers engaged. All systems stable.
We have to keep pushing! Salim, you're the only one who can reach Gallus Cave.
Forsooth! I would entrust this to no other!
Oh, again with the climbing?
Get going, Salim. We've got some planning to do.
Engineering, get me more power! I need to move up the schedule.
What are you... Get going, Salim. We've got some planning to do.
Engineering, get me more power! I need to move up the schedule.
What are you up to, Paradox? Salim, no time for napping. We need to step it up.
Warning. Magnetic rods demagnetized. Field collapse imminent.
If only I had a magic lamp, I would wish for this job to be over. Oh, more climbing.
How nice.
Very nice, Salim. You've definitely earned your retirement.
I salute your excellence, Sir Salim.
All right. Now that we got Mr. Cranky Pants home safely, we need to press on. Gallus, we We need your skills to get Tennessee's cave.
Verily shall it be in thine command, hence and forthwith.
You talk funnier than a two-headed jackalope, but thanks, amigo.
Yes, do hurry, Coopers. You don't want to miss the final act.
Gallop, break those fuses to disable that laser grid.
Fortune favors the bold, so boldly shall I attack.
Caution. Variance reservoir overflow at max.
Pathetic. Give up now while you still have some shred of dignity.
You're going back to jail where you belong, you paradox.
That sounds bad, Bentley. You think it has anything to do with Sly?
I don't know, but it doesn't sound good. We need to get to the bridge. Sir Gallup, time is definitely of the essence.
Forsooth shall I venture forward.
Warning. Linear engines performing at zero reliability.
More fuses, Gallup. Take them out and the path should be clear.
Enough twaddle and gobbledygook. Time for action.
Why are those beams still on my edges?
Truly remarkable, Gallup. This looks like farewell.
Indeed. Once more unto the breach go I. Fare thee well, you all.
More vermin dead ahead.
You must better do your job. Failure is not an option.
Your time is up, the paradox.
You're getting close, guys.
Time. For me, it's never up.
Those switches are completely out of our reach. Tennessee, this looks like a job for you.
Just what I was hoping for, Bentley. I've been itching to get in on the action, too.
Attention. Initiating failsafe backup in 3, 2. Backup failed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Danger. Timeline stabilized.
Those platforms appear to be on some kind of timer. You'd better move it.
This is more fun than square dancing with a donkey.
Danger. Core meltdown.
Hurry, Tennessee. It's all up to you now.
What are you doing? You rats are traitors. Get out there and get them now.
Whoa! Pay attention, Tennessee. You need to figure out that block sequence.
Reckon I ought to break out the old crack shot here.
Why?
Woohoo! I am the greatest shot ever!
Yes. Soon Sly Cooper will be nothing but a bad memory.
All right, I guess break time is over.
You may have gotten the cave, Colonel, but it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, looks like our goose ain't cooked yet.
Nice shooting. Now, let's find Sly.
Ah, alone at last. How cozy.
You want cozy? I'm going to throw you and all your friends into the same prison cell.
Ah, but no. It is the two of you of whom I am thinking. To be together. Forever. Just think of it as the most romantic coffin ever.
Don't count on it, Paradox. We've beaten all your other plans.
Ah, but not this time, I think. Look at this. My marvelous contraption. The time tunnel. Something else I had your little friend Penelope develop before her unfortunate failure. Is very much like the time machine, no? With one important difference. From here, I have the control over where you go. And it's programmed to send you and your Interpol shrew on an endless honeymoon. Free of charge. Bouncing through time for all eternity. That's if you survive the trip. But either way, I will never have to see your irritating faces again.
You think this thing can hold me? Just wait until I get out of here.
Why'd you do it, La Paradox? Why the ancestors? Why not just come after me? What's the deal?
The deal? The deal is you, Coopers. You destroyed my father, and you almost got me. But not quite. And when I rebuilt myself, I swore I would erase the Cooper name from history completely. And so today, my revenge will be complete. It is time now for you to go. Bon voyage!
Sly!
Cooper, you filthy vermin!
Woo, wait! Cut that closer than a $10 shave. Making my time here is up.
Take care, Tennessee!
I will crush you!
Take Carmelita and get off this thing!
We all need to leave right now! That maniac just tore a hole in time-space!
I need to finish this fight here and now, for the whole Cooper clan. And I'm the only one who can glide out of here.
This whole blimp could disappear any second!
Right, so there's no time to argue. Just go!
Sly,
I know. Me too.
Come, Cooper. I will teach you to fight like a gentleman.
And how would you know?
Ha! I'm going to save that Cooper tongue for last, after I cut the rest of you to pieces. Your can work is pitiful!
Not as pitiful as that mustache.
What? You cheated!
What the?
A lucky break, Cooper!
You'll be lucky if I only break your neck.
Come on, monkey. I'm waiting for you. You can't win, Cooper. Deep down, you know I'm superior.
Wait, did you say posterior?
Why don't you just give me your name, and I'll make it painless for you.
Why don't you come over here and take it?
There's something wrong with this stupid sword.
Sly, do you read me? Get out of there, Sly!
Where is that little weasel?
I know it's difficult, Cooper, but try to keep up.
This thing is coming apart at the seams.
Don't fall, then I won't get the chance to kill you myself.
So, before we finish this, let me get one thing straight. You came after the Coopers because of what happened to your father?
No, you imbecile! I came after the Coopers to prove that Le Paradox is the greatest thief who has ever lived. Is there any doubt? Ask yourself this. If the Coopers were truly the greatest thieves in history, and I have stolen their most valued possessions, then what does that make me?
An idiot? You had it made. You could have been the biggest thief of all time, but you had to target my ancestors and blow your own cover. You exposed your operation because of your ego. No Cooper would have done that. And for the record, can you really say you stole the canes? Seems like your friends did all the real work.
Enjoy your words, Cooper, because they will be your last. I tire of the show. There's just no point.
Sure there is. It's right there on top of your head.
Test you. The very sight of you fills me with rage.
I thought we were gonna be pals.
Blasted imbecile! And you let go through!
Now, think of your blood pressure, Cyril.
This is not right! My plan was perfect!
Sorry, pal. You just can't plan for a Cooper.
Just please help me!
Why should I?
I do not wish to die!
I guess you won't be doing any harm from a prison cell.
As I said, so ridiculous!
You won't get away with this. I'll find you.
Au contraire, Sly Cooper. I do not think we will meet again.
It's been a while since that night, but there's still no sign of Sly. Or that cursed blimp. The skunk could barely tread water. So by the time they picked him up, he was happy to see them. Word is he earned a special cell in solitary confinement, where the only thing he'll be collecting from now on is gray hair. Both Paris and the Thieves raccoons were back to normal, but that hardly made us feel any better. At first, we just waited, assuming Sly would show up the way he always did. But as the days stretched into weeks, we had to face the fact that he was truly lost. We've stopped talking about it all the time, but I know it's all we're thinking about, even if we show it in different ways. Murray seems like his usual cheerful self, but I can tell there's a new level of seriousness underneath it all. He's on the professional wrestling circuit now, and he's really been pushing himself. I know he's doing it to keep his fighting skills sharp. Like all of us, he wants to be ready for action the minute we locate Sly. Carmelita returned to Interpol, where she threw herself into her work, busting criminals at a record pace. She's been so busy, I haven't seen her for a while now. My sources tell me she's conducting her own investigation into Sly's whereabouts. Out of everyone, I think she took his disappearance the hardest, even if she never shows it. At least not in public. As for myself, I continue to search. Even using all my technology, I haven't found a clue. The time machine is no help since we need to know where Sly was for that to work. I get discouraged sometimes, but I'll never give up. Because I know Sly's out there, and I know that wherever he is, we will find him.